Welcome, everybody. I've got Andy here, and we are back to talk about Wonders of the First. We did a video about 2 or 3 weeks ago, right
I think
before
it
the
was actually only like a week ago, man.
I don't
Time goes so fast when you're old now.
know, but we kind of looked at the Kickstarter, and from that, the team at Wonders of the First actually reached out to us and sent us some goodie packages. I'm actually wearing a free shirt, which is like one of those nice cotton shirts, like it's not the crappy cotton.
Yeah,
And
I think it's important to preface this that they reached out to you after the Kickstarter closed. So
they
like
did.
they're sending us some type of swag package had no impact on whether or not we chose to back the Kickstarter or not. It was completely independent, mostly just because you posted a video of us talking about it.
Which I'll also note, I have no misconceptions. Like that video has 350 views, right? And if your team is out there looking at YouTube videos talking about mentions with that size of channel, I think you're hiring really good brand management people. And if that's indicative of the broader team, you're hiring designers of that quality. And, you
Yeah,
know,
I think we'll get into a little unboxing. I also got a box from them. They sent one to each of us. But before we get into that, I'll probably post on my own YouTube channel like a bigger in-depth talk about collectability because it's going to be probably a little bit ranty about Wizards of the Coast and stuff. But like, what I
love
will
a good
say
Andy
is,
rant.
what's up?
Yes, I love a good Andy rant.
It's good, and I can be very long-winded. I think so. Like, sit down and buckle up for like a good hour-long conversation about collectability. But what I will say is the team behind Wonders of the First, they put out they have their own YouTube channel, of course, and on it they've got like some podcasts, I guess a vodcast. Like I hate internet terminology, but fine, whatever. Vlog, whatever, video of them like just talking, like we do. And in it, one of the things that the guy who like runs Wonders of the First talks about is like making sure that you hire the right people. And like, to be honest, like this Kickstarter, like if you go into I forget what it's called, like the Cartophilists Conjecture Facebook group, which is actually a pretty cool group because it's not like a buy sell trade group. It's like actually talking about markets and stuff like that. But if you go in there and you search for my name or search for Wonders of the First, you'll find a post from me that's like, I'm pretty sure this game is just a crypto bros NFT spike $1 million, walk away type thing. And in the end, I'd ended up backing this Kickstarter. So that's like a pretty 180-degree flip. And it's really because of a lot of the stuff that their founder, Jeff French, was talking about with like collectibility and the way that they're doing card design and game development and stuff. And all that's to say, one of the things that he talks about is like, it's important to hire the right people and bring them on board. And I really wouldn't have given this game a second look if I didn't see that Brian Tinsman was attached to it. And on my personal Mount Rushmore of game designers, it's Richard Garfield, Mark Rosewater, Christian from FFG, who designed like all the greats from Fantasy Flight Games, and Brian Tinsman. He designed almost all of my favorite Magic sets. And so it's like, all right, let me actually just give this thing a second look. And when I looked into it, I got actually really energized about the game and the like concepts that they were talking about as far as like collectibility and game pieces and like the spectrums of those things and how they're trying to weave that into the game. So I'll go into more detail and I'll post a video on my channel where I talk about that for like an hour.
So here's my take. I ended up backing Kickstarter at one of the lower levels, and them sending us goodie packages does not mean we are going to be biased towards them. It's just a T-shirt and some demo text. It doesn't really get me that excited, but it does show me that they care a lot about the game and how people are looking and talking about the game, which to me just inspires confidence that they're being very thoughtful about this, about community engagement, about building a community, about talking with folks. So I actually kind of want to play this. And here's the other thing as well is, uh, I think it's the market right now in CCGs is crowded, but like it's so crowded that it's like, what's another one out there? Like, what's gonna stick? I don't know.
Well, you
I,
know, I have a really interesting thought on this. I'll try to keep it brief because we're already 5 minutes in. But like, if you look at, say, like a car manufacturer, right? Take Toyota. Most people are going to buy a Corolla or a Camry or like a RAV4. On the lower end, you got a Corolla. On the higher end, you got a Lexus. If you were to apply that same like continuum on TCGs, CCGs, like on the low end, you have living card games and dead card games because they're essentially complete. You just buy one product and you're done. You also have spectrums within the games, right? So like if you want something that's focused on like competitive play, you might go to Fad. If you want something that's focused on collecting, you might go to Pokemon. If you want something that's focused on big community, you might go to Magic, right? But like, you know, those are relatively easily accessible card games. So that's your Camry and RAV4. Personally, at my station in life with everything that I have going on, where I'm at with collectibles, where I'm at with looking at, you know, my circumstances and financial situation and what I've been collecting for the last 30 years, 40 years of my life, I'm looking for, you know, I'm not looking for a Rolls Royce. I'm not trying to buy an Amazing Fantasy 15 or a PSA 10 Mickey Mantle, but I am looking for something that's a more elevated collecting experience. And this game is actually doing certain things within that space. And that just gets me kind of like really excited about this.
yeah, I think there's this. I've also heard that this is very fun to play. I think they sent us some decks that we can play with, so that might be a future video. But I do think that the collecting space continues to evolve, and it's actually been in this like, I think hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z almost in the last couple of years, where you've seen additions of like serialized cards, surge foils, alt art, things that even like 6 or 7 years ago were like not as commonplace. And now there's like everyone is a borderless, there's Enchanted, there's Showcase. Like this has become really commonplace. And I don't know where we're gonna get like where we're gonna pop out, but I think we're still on this journey. Like serialized cards are really interesting. I think that the Magic market for serialized cards with the Lord of the Rings one, everyone's like, who's going to collect this? And it turns out a lot of people are going to collect this. Yeah, it turns out
we learned about some sports cards, right? Like buying base set sports cards is like, who cares, right? You're chasing one of ones and one of tens and one of 25s, and like the serialized number is the thing that you're looking for. In a TCG, CCG, it just so happens that absolutely annihilates the value of regular cards because everybody just wants that, right? So,
anyway. Yeah. Let's get the unboxing. So I already unboxed
you got your box. All I did was I just cut it open so that I don't have to spend 5 minutes actually cutting the box open. But they sent me a nice package from Loot FedEx. I don't have like a fancy overhead thing to be like, oh, check out this while I do it. So I'm just gonna like open it and do the cool, like 3-year-old show and tell thing. So I got my box here, and it comes with some, you know, tissue paper. It's like gold foil tissue paper. So that's like,
you can reuse that for a Christmas gift, man.
I know.
It's like you can make a stew there. If anyone gets that Carl Weathers reference.
I could just reuse it for a kid's birthday party bag, you know? They give me a nice little card here. Hi, Andy. Wanted to thank you for your coverage of the game and for backing. Please enjoy and let us know what you think of the gameplay, from Kelly, who's, I guess, their marketing manager. A nice little paper insert here with some what's inside. This looks like it's, you know, just a marketing piece, what the 3 different print and play decks are, and some social media links and stuff down there. Pretty nice. I also get this is a nice right? Like, man, they spared no expense on these shirts.
That's a $30 t-shirt right there.
Yeah, I know. I've got a nice shirt. And, you know, for all those people who are like, this is like an NFT crypto scam, like, you sure putting a bunch of money into marketing. Like I saw like no less than probably 35,000 ads for this on Facebook and Instagram. And like you're sending nice care packages to people. Like, I don't know, those two things don't really go hand in hand here. Let's see. We got some sweet looking play mats. This one looks like it's the green one.
So I think there's 7 zones that you're trying to like balance control.
I got one with a
that's nice
looking castle on it. So that's pretty cool. And what else we got in here? These are probably the stones that you're fighting over, I would presume.
I think it's 2 bags. Those are just great
Yeah,
little bags.
You got 2 packs, and they're probably acrylic. Yeah, like acrylic stones. That's pretty cool. And then it looks like 3 print and play decks. I'm gonna crack one of these open here real quick just so I can see. These probably are not what, what I read is they will be offering some print and play decks in the summer to people. They're not going to be the same quality as the final product.
Mine felt pretty good.
These are really nice, actually. This is like a high quality playing card, like a regular like ace through 2 playing card. Like a not like a waxy, not glossy, just like a anti-scratch resistant coating on it.
They're nice for quality. I would have expected. I was kind of expecting just like one step up from a piece of like paper, but
this is probably like if you're familiar with make playing cards and like printing out your own cards through Chinese board game place. This is probably like a S33 paper and has like some type of a anti-scratch resistant. These are nice for a free print and play demo deck. Basically, this is the best quality I've literally ever seen of any of this.
Can you show off the back? I was actually just really impressed with the card back. I think it's probably one of the better card backs I've seen.
A really beautiful card back for sure.
And
this is some dragony guy.
I will note about the art is I think a lot of it is AI generated and human.
It's all AI generated, but I know AI is like the super polarizing topic.
Yeah, it is.
My personal take back in the end, AI is here to stay. It's never going away. So I just embraced it and fine. It's AI art. I don't really care.
I take a little bit of a different stance where like I will embrace it in the places where I can't choose to spend my dollars, like, right? But like if I can choose to go see a movie that doesn't, like I can choose to support human artists, right? Versus AI artists or, so I think that's just like where I draw a line. If I can make a choice with my dollars to support a human over AI, like that's what I'll do. That's not to say I'm not going to back this game or, be interested in this game. I just would rather like buy human art or human products rather than AI products.
Sure. Sure, I agree. If it ends up being AI, I'm not going to get all worked up and be like, oh my God, they're, I get it. There's like ethical things and people, think that because computer systems fed off of Getty images and all this stuff, like, all right, you know what? My life is too short to worry about that. I'll let somebody in Congress worry about what they want to do with AI and intellectual property. That's not for me. Personally, I think this looks really cool. It's right up my alley. Cards look great. I'm really excited about this.
This is going to be coming out in November. I have nothing going on this later fall, so I'm looking forward to opening this stuff up. Andy's actually going to be visiting me in July, so we might actually do a playthrough.
That'd be awesome.
And we can post our play experience. But we're excited to kind of jump into this. Like I said, I'm not totally sold. We're not shilling for this company. We're not easily bribed. You're going to send us at least twice as nice of a care package, which is a pretty nice care. That's my price.
It's a very nice care package. So thank you to Wonders of the First team, Kelly, and their marketing and all. Like I said, I ended up I did end up backing it. I will go into that in detail in my video that I'll put on my YouTube channel. I'll link it whenever this video posts, I'll link my YouTube greater explanation of collectability and why I chose to back this as a comment, and people can click on that from there.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have. It's late here. I need to go to bed.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. We always forget to say that.
Thanks, Andy. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. There'll be a little more content coming out. Wonders in the First. I got a shirt now that I can wear around, and people will be like, "What is that nice fabric you're wearing?" I'm like, well, why'd you ask?
This $30 shirt that is better than a $2 shirt that I got from Gamers Roll.
Roll. All right.
I don't even know where it's from. Anyway, have a good one. Thanks.
Have a good one, everyone. See ya.